For over a century, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania was the steel capital of the world, producing 1/3 of the nation's steel and employing tens of thousands of workers who came here from around the world. The epitome of a labor town that used to be blanketed by a dark cloud of smoke at all hours.
And she cost me all my money, 'cause the world round the town was her dream. Took her dancing.
Then, almost overnight, that steel industry collapsed, creating one of the largest urban migrations in American history.
When my daddy worked the furnaces, kept them hotter than hell, and I'd come home from
I knew it was going to be bad news, and the question was just how bad a news would it be? Would it be half the workforce? But it turned out it was the whole workforce.
September, they closed the steel mill down. 5,000 workers lost their jobs.
With the steel industry gone, Pittsburgh needed to fill the huge void in its workforce. The city searched for a new identity with roots in a new industry that could create jobs for the hard-working people who remained. There was some success in areas like medicine and technology, but then an unlikely transformation happened. In the past 15 years, this steel town has become a movie town.
The camera started rolling.
Filming around Pittsburgh.
Suddenly, Western Pennsylvania started to become Hollywood of the East, one of the top 10 places in the country for film production. There are many heroes in this story who saw that Pittsburgh was Hollywood's best-kept secret and advocated to make the movie business part of Pittsburgh's comeback story. In 2003, a group of Hollywood expatriates, including director Rob Marshall, producer Bernie Goldman, and director George Romero, gathered to talk about how Pittsburgh could rise to become the key player in the entertainment industry. After the Pittsburgh Entertainment Summit, Bernie's production company wanted to make Romero's new movie, Land of the Dead, in Pittsburgh. However, the city was not an attractive option for production because it lacked economic incentives that other cities offered.
There's no tax incentives in the city, no tax incentives in the state. There's nobody who's reaching out to the film business as a business. And I don't think they understand what it could do for the city. What it actually brings, just not only in revenue, but it brings a pool of talent.
So, even after making 14 movies, George, along with Bernie, was forced to leave Pittsburgh behind and film in Canada. It looked like the idea of Pittsburgh being a star in the movie business was just a dream. But then, in 2006, a group of Pittsburghers in the entertainment industry gathered to sing Won't You Be My Neighbor for screenwriter-turned-Pitt professor Carl Kurlander's film, My Tale of Two Cities. At that shoot, Carl met Lionsgate executive and Pitt alum John Dellaverson. And while there, John saw the hard-working talent of the people of Pittsburgh and realized the potential of bringing film back and making it bigger and better than ever. He came back in April of 2007 to talk to students at the University of Pittsburgh.
The film business goes where the deals are. Everybody knows that. It's very easy to see. It's very simple to demonstrate.
During his visit, John stopped in Harrisburg to speak with Governor Ed Rendell and legislators about the film tax credits which had drawn Lionsgate and other companies to film in Canada and New Mexico.
John will be the first to say he wasn't the only one there, but he was the one with the street cred that said to the governor, the reason we don't film in Pennsylvania is because other states are offering tax credits that you're not offering. You need to offer more. And eventually that happened, and Pittsburgh benefited from that.
By July 2007, the new film tax credits were passed, and suddenly companies like Lionsgate were bringing films back to Western Pennsylvania. This could not have been done without people like John, who had the experience and knowledge necessary for accomplishing this feat. Securing these tax credits for the state was important to John, who was dedicated to bringing jobs back to his hometown. He was born in Newcastle, and like many other people in Western PA, he worked in a steel mill as a teenager.
What was it that you came home all white?
Oh, black.
No, all that white powder on you.
It was carbon soot from working in the foundry.
Yeah, he'd come home, I'd cry, all white.
It wasn't white, it was black. But anyway.
No, it was...
He got out of the steel mill when he received a U.S. Steelworkers Scholarship and attended the University of Pittsburgh. After graduating, he joined the United States Peace Corps, where he was assigned to live in Italy, and even learned the language while stationed there.
When he did go to the Peace Corps, then his first year, he had to live exactly the way those people lived that he was assigned to. The second year then, he was with a village, so they taught him grammatic Italian. These are all educated people. So when he came home speaking Italian like a professor.
After this, he would take the next opportunity in front of him to work as a labor lawyer, where he fought for the working man. He would move on to become a partner at Loeb & Loeb, one of the world's largest entertainment firms.
And one thing led to another, and then the law firm decided to start an office in Rome, Italy. Who would have guessed that? So I went to Rome. I lived there for 5 or 6 years. Basically.
He would represent studios like Warner Brothers and Paramount, and stars like Sophia Loren.
What did you think when he said he was representing Sophia Loren, a guy from Newcastle?
I was overwhelmed.
I came back to Los Angeles, and eventually I became executive vice president of Lionsgate.
He would also become an independent producer there, producing Tyler Perry's first feature film, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and In the Mix, which was co-written by his daughter, John Dellaverson.
I produced a couple of pictures, one of which she wrote, called In the Mix.
John reinvented himself and his career, and he believed the city of Pittsburgh and the people who lived there would do the same. And now, the man who started in a steel mill would help bring a new industry to Pittsburgh, and since 2007, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of movies have been shot in Western PA. John has consistently taken the opportunities in front of him, brings talent to the right stage, and helps foster the growth of the people around him. Though he graduated years earlier, John has continued to create opportunities for Pitt students and the young talent of the city.
I view John as a butterfly. Perhaps you've heard of the butterfly effect. Basically, what the butterfly effect says is that there's an event, a small event in one place that eventually becomes a very large event somewhere else. If John Dellaverson flaps his wings in Harrisburg, does that eventually help us create the enterprise that has been done in Pittsburgh related to film production?
He's important to Pittsburgh. We wouldn't have the opportunities that we do if it wasn't for John. Getting the film tax credits in Pittsburgh was incredibly important. It was a new beginning that paved the way for a new film industry right here in this city.
I think the tax credits indirectly affect everyone in Pittsburgh, especially the film community, as one of the biggest things that it does is rather than people leaving Pittsburgh to go to other places to work on films, it actually fosters people learning and staying in Pittsburgh to work on films, as in a lot of film students now, instead of leaving, they can keep the local talent here and grow it from within.
Since that first 2007 meeting here in Pittsburgh, John has been a constant presence in the program. Whether it's the students going to see him in Los Angeles or him coming back and meeting with the students here, encouraging both students and faculty to continue to pursue their dreams, and gives the kind of encouragement that someone with his credibility and status can do.
So I saw my freshman year that there was this program called PITT in LA that was happening for the very first time. And it was taking place in Lionsgate. And I was like, holy cow, how did this happen? How does Pitt have this connection to Lionsgate? And how the PITT in LA program originated was John was nice enough to invite the chancellor of Pitt to Lionsgate and connected the executives to Pitt. Now this amazing connection exists between Pitt and Lionsgate.
I'm in the PITT in LA program, and so I've got to meet these people virtually and talk a little bit about what they do. And if you don't go to LA, you still have a great foundation for other film courses. But if you do go to LA, you have this foundation of what to do, who these people are, what to ask, all these different aspects.
Having the classes happen in Lionsgate, and that who has that opportunity? The biggest film schools in the country don't get to take classes within a studio. And just be in that environment and see everything moving around you.
I mean, what I've learned from John Dellaverson's career is that you really have to take any opportunity that you get and go forward with it. It doesn't matter if it's exactly what you want to do, but you can really use those skills that you learn from one thing and translate it into another, which is exactly what John has done in his life. It's really inspired me to work hard with whatever is in front of me and continue on. Just keep your head down and keep going forward.
The main thing that John taught us there was to seize the opportunity that was in front of you. John did that his entire life, from the PITT scholarship to becoming a labor lawyer to becoming involved with Lionsgate, etc. Take the opportunity in front of you, run with it. And John did that. And then also he has made sure that he's given those opportunities to others.
Thanks to those that fought before us and worked before us and chose to dedicate their time to shine a light on the city of Pittsburgh and the University of Pittsburgh. Students now have the opportunity to have access to resources and be a part of the world of film that before didn't really seem possible because we were so far away. And so we owe a lot of thanks to those people and John Dellaverson, who really jump-started so many careers.
You served as our butterfly, John, and we deeply appreciate your commitment to the University of Pittsburgh. And as a way of saying thank you, the students have chosen you to receive this award. Congratulations and hail to Pitt.
So John, I just want to say thank you for creating these opportunities. You may not realize it, but you have created so many opportunities for me and students like me that wouldn't have existed without you. So I want to say thank you and congratulations on this PITT STARS Award. You really deserve it.
Hey, John, it's Chris Moore. You talked me into shooting in Pittsburgh with Promised Land. Then we did The Chair. You were right about it. It's a great place. And I'm really happy that you're getting the PITT STARS Award. You deserve it.
You are the greatest person in the whole wide world. I'm so grateful for everything that you do for me every single day, and all the phone calls and all the lunches and all of the time we spend together. I couldn't ask for a better dad in LA. So thank you.
So John, I just wanted to thank you so much for all that you've done for Western Pennsylvania. I know it was never your aim to get a PITT STARS Award for it, but my students and myself and everyone who's been involved on this journey want to really thank you for how much you've done to touch so many lives. And hopefully this is just the beginning. So congratulations on the PITT STARS Award.
Thank you, John Dellaverson, for everything that you've done for us and for Pitt students now and to come. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.